So is the Big Ten coming back? We've been hearing a lot of news swirling, bro, that the Big Ten could be coming back, not at the same time as the other conferences like the SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12, but they could be coming back like a month or two later. So, Edgar, bro, give us an update from what you read from that article.
Just an update on whether the Big Ten is coming back or not for the fall. They're really discussing with health officials right now within the Big Ten conference, and they're trying to figure out a safe way for the players and coaches and everybody involved to come back and participate. Because if they can't come back and compete by October 10th, they will not be eligible for a national championship. And the reason the article said national championship is because if you get one or two more at least major conferences to come back, I feel like we can have a national championship at that point because you got the SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12 playing. So I feel like just adding the Big 10 back and maybe one other conference, but the Big 10 alone, like that's like 4 to 5 conferences already where, hey, this is usually who we have in national conference on national championship talk anyway. So I feel like that's why they said national championship in the article. But I see the Big 10 coming back. They don't want to miss this money on having the opportunity to play the same time everyone else plays. Mm-hmm. So I see them coming back before October 10th.
It's going to be interesting to see, bro. I seen this pop up last week, and we talked about it a little bit before. We were talking about Justin Fields and if his petition worked. Because he came out with a petition a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, damn, did his petition kind of shake the room type shit? I don't know.
I feel like it did. I feel like it shook the room a little bit.
Okay, it's going to be definitely going to be interesting.
That goes with how a lot of the players were doing the hashtag we want to play. And I feel like the we want to play hashtag played a big part too. So
could be. But we did get a couple opt-outs, a couple of big opt-outs in the SEC, bro. So JaMarr Chase, who is projected to be a top 5 pick, number 1 wide receiver prospect, has opted out from LSU. He said he don't want to go through the struggle. He already a top 5 pick. Why even risk it? So he has opted out from LSU. And also, Georgia quarterback Jamie Newman has opted out of the season. He was supposed to be their Georgia starting quarterback coming into this season. Now he is done and say he's going to prepare for the NFL draft. Edgar, how do you feel like these losses will hinder these teams?
Let me just say this. Florida has no excuse.
None.
University of Florida Gators have no excuse to lose to Georgia this year. I don't want to hear any reason. I don't want to see any reason why we lose to Georgia. So let me just say that because Georgia they're in the hole now. Like they have no reason to think they're gonna win anything this year. LSU with JaMarr Chase, I spoke my piece already on how I feel certain players should handle coming back or not. JaMarr Chase is like, I agree. He's gonna be a top 5 draft pick automatically, but I feel like it's a case-by-case scenario. Like I said, do you want to take that risk of missing out on one more year of building film on yourself and just go with the stock that you already have of yourself? Or do you want to add on to that stock? So I feel like
you can't get higher. You can't get higher than what he's at because other than Trevor Lawrence and probably Fields, and I want to say it was an offensive tackle in the mock draft I was looking at, he was like up there. Like he was top of a third or fourth pick in the draft. So you really can't get no higher than where he was. So when he opted out, I was like, I'm surprised he didn't do it earlier. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't do it earlier.
With other players that we were talking about, we were just talking about first round. Like the first round that's a lot of picks for the first round. Mm-hmm. If you opt out and you're projected to go first round, but like let's say you're projected to go to the bottom of the first round, not playing that last season, that could affect you dropping into the next round. I mean, you're gonna get drafted at the end of the day, but just your draft stock value in general, you know what I'm saying? But in this rare case, when you're JaMarr Chase, top 5 automatically, like I wouldn't be mad if you didn't play. Yeah. But if you're just looking at it like I know I'm gonna get drafted, but you're not sure where you're gonna get drafted, you need to play.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of players are coming back and are willing to fight through this pandemic because they want to enhance their film. That's why a lot of people are risking it right now. And even though I don't agree with it, even though I don't think it's the smartest decision, I understand it. Because if you go to a school and your goal is the NFL, niggas are trying to go through hell.
Yeah, as much film as possible.
Exactly. Niggas are trying to go through hell or high water to get to that dream. So I understand it. Like I said, I don't think it's the smartest decision, but I understand it at the end of the day on why they are risking it to get to the NFL. I do understand that at the end of the day.